The others will not let me go without a fight.
Defeat the Outworld assassins. Some of the traps around the arena may be of use.
Test your might.
Mortal Kombat, Shaolin Monks. This is my shit back in the day. This was like OG Xbox. Can you hear me okay? Sound all right? Yeah, if you wasn't on original Xbox or shit, I think PS2, you might have never played this. This was the shit though, boy. Like, is begging for an HD remake. I think I'm on Twitter. Yeah, I'm on Twitter too. I looked at it. It looks like it was going on Twitter. Yeah. Let me give it a couple of minutes, and then we'll get rolling. Damn. This was like college apartment. Turn this on with the homies. How did this game sell? I don't know. Shit. So fun. And I love beat 'em ups. I can still play Streets of Rage is my shit still. Play that at least once a day. Finally got to like level 41 on the survivalship. Yikes. Yikes. Shut up. Talking about Andrew, chill out. It took me a second, okay? I had to get my shit right. It's been a minute since I streamed. Oh shit, not the finisher. Damn. We will just put that on mute, I guess. Yeah, and we'll let them do the closed caption thing. So yeah, man. Oh, hi, sweetheart. Can you hear me? Hi. I just jumped on stream right now. I know. Don't pull your heart out. Oh, we will get to do that soon, okay? You're gonna drive and see me right now? Maybe you should wait till after you don't have to work? Okay. Sweetheart, I will call you when I'm done. It's not gonna be long, okay? Catching up. It's been a minute. I can't. We got to do it. I will call you. Okay. I'm sorry, sweetheart. It's just bad timing, but I'll call you. Okay. Love you. Bye. All right. Just right when I was getting going. Right. That's how it works, though. So yeah, man, it's been a minute. I hope everybody's well. Why don't we'll just start off and give you what you want, right? Let's answer. I have 30. Can you see this? 38 of these questions. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's just start at the bottom, shall we? Your favorite, shut up, Sean. Your favorite Wayans Brothers episode. There's so many good ones. They all kind of the one where the girls are working out and Pop says he has fat-free cheesecake and the cheesecake is not fat-free. That was my shit. We're not going to do all 38 right now. We'll do like 10. Have you ever thought about playing X-Men Legends on a stream? That would be awesome to see one of my favorite people in the IWC play one of my favorite games. Hey, man, we'll make it happen. Like this computer, I have to like rig it up to where I can actually, play it. But yeah, I think that would be fun. So I'll try to make that happen. That would be a good time. I love that game. Let's see. Thoughts on Zach Fox and his music? He's hilarious. I think his music is fun. Guy's a genius. Like he's the kind of guy I would want to hang out with, like in high school and college. He's really fun. He really is. Do we ask questions or give takes or what? You can give a take. I'm probably gonna hate it, and we'll talk about that. Should LA Knight do an open challenge like he did at Raw 30? Sure, absolutely. You are a handsome guy, man. Salt and pepper in the hazel eyes. UT Austin must have been a blast. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. I gained like 100 pounds in college, so it was hit or miss. It got better towards the end, but yeah, it was a good time. Kyrie is the funniest good basketball player I've ever seen. Each time he goes to a new team, he's chill for like a week or two. That reminds everyone who he actually is. I mean, yeah, you know what you're gonna get from Kyrie Irving. You know what I mean? Like he's going to speak his mind. Sometimes his mind works exactly the way you'd want it to. Other times it does not. Right? We'll do one more for now. What's some YouTube wrestling you like? Wrestling bios, wrestling with regret. Botchamania. I love Matthew. He had me on there a couple of years ago. I think it really helped me out as far as like getting my name out into like the internet community. I don't watch a whole lot of YouTube wrestling shows. As a matter of fact, while we're here, I have a show on YouTube right now. That's really, really fun. Let's see. Let's go to Body Slam. Okay. So I'm doing a show on Body Slam with my man Nick. Let's see. Videos. And it's called, wait, is it gone? Did I get fired? Sometimes you get fired and you don't know about it. Well, that's not good. What happened? Guys, is our show gone? Do I no longer exist on the Body Slam network? Okay, maybe we'll have to look at that. This is not how you want to find that out. Jeez. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's not gone. It's not gone. So I'm going to link you to our show. Break it down, the DX retrospective. Me and Nick Perkins did that. Did I get Future Endeavored, right? So hey, check this out. Put it in the chat if you could. Like it, subscribe to it. It's really, really fun. We've done 2 episodes of that so far. I really enjoy it. Yeah. So there's that. So I don't know. A lot of things have been happening. Maybe the first thing we should talk about is Bryan Danielson, maybe. So I talked to Bryan Danielson. I want to say it was like Tuesday or Wednesday. They set that up over at AEW. Kind of the thing you should know about Bryan Danielson. So he does have like actual management, right? Let me see. My man Meech Golden, the Good Gold Agency, handles like different athletes and actors and musicians. So there's actually a couple of AEW people he signed. Like he's kind of forward thinking in the same way I am, where it's like wrestlers as people and as actual talent are an untapped market. Like you don't just have to be The Rock to be a wrestler who is valuable and well known and marketable. And he has Danielson. I think he has Saraya. I'm pretty sure Renee's signed over there. So yeah, really cool. So it was between AEW, the Good Gold Agency, and of course, Brian Danielson. We talked for a full hour, man. Like it really was that full hour. If you are on my Patreon, you can listen to that interview. I'm sure I'm going to release it to everybody a bit later. But we're trying to get that Patreon up. Yeah, really fun conversation. Smart guy, thoughtful, funny, and tells it like it is. Like he's in a position where he can tell you exactly what he thinks because he's not worried about your feelings and he's not worried about the finances. Like he's fine. He's good. He has money. His wife has money. Probably more money than he'd ever thought he'd make. So he's set, man. He always he had an office job, you know, they're offered to him in WWE. I'm not sure if that's something he's going to hold on to or something he's going to go back to, or if it's going to be offered later. But, you know, he wanted to wrestle. Like you said, man, he'll wrestle in front of 100,000. He'll wrestle in front of 15 people. He tells this story while we're talking, and it didn't make the piece, but it's in the podcast. It's in the interview. So he's talking about wrestling in front of a small crowd. He was like, yo, back in like 2000, 2003 something, me and CM Punk wrestled for this small company in Florida. And there were so few people, you could hear everything that anybody was saying, right? He said that he could hear everything that the guy was saying. So him and Punk are going back and forth. And he said the guy was like, hey, talking to his buddy, he's like, hey, these guys aren't very good, are they? And the guy was like, no, they're really not. And it was like 45 minutes into the match. And they were just like, damn, it's like that. But yeah, that's the case. But yeah, really fun, really insightful. They actually, like, he went back over it, management went back over it. So you're getting the full thing. You're not getting anything cut out. You know, there's certain things he'd say about like Max that we didn't write, but weren't like damning. It was just like, okay, this is more to be heard, not to be written. So you'll see that. But yeah, it was really cool. So the Danielson stuff is good. It was like Twitter in person. It was like really talking to somebody and talking to somebody who has no doubt about where they stand. So he's not afraid of what to say, you know? He liked everybody, man. It was cool. But again, the way that he stands is different. Like he's not looking for the world's most technically savvy wrestler. He's like, do I have fun with this guy? Like he talked about Takeshita, he talked about Bandito, talked about Roosh, talked about Thatcher. One thing that was really cool that came up in conversation, none of those guys were handpicked by him. He wasn't like looking at the roster like, yo, I want to wrestle this guy and this guy and this guy on the way to Max. It was like, nah. Like Tony Khan was like, these are the guys I'm putting in front of you. So, you know, I know Tony gets his share of criticism for booking, but he set it up perfect, man. He set up all kinds of different guys. It felt like a damn Mortal Kombat tier the way it went. He's really high on Brian Cage, you know, loves the guy's size and all the things he can do. So yeah, man, it was great. It was really, really fun just to chop it up with him, man. It was really cool. And you know, his management liked how the article came out, AEW liked how it came out. So, you know, as it should be, man. Everything flowed. Yeah, well, I do too, Chris, but I also wish like part of the reason he can have fun is because of how damn good he is. You know what I mean? It's easy to be secure in how good you are when you're the best out there, you know? But he talks about, you know, people coming up to him like immediately after matches, asking for feedback. And he's like, yeah, I'm really not the guy for that. Like, I can't do that in the moment. Like, I'm still on this emotional, psychological high, you know? So yeah, it was really fun. If you get a chance to jump on the Patreon, I think I said it at like $4. So if you want to go on there for you know, for a month just to check out a couple of things I should have on there, you can do that. So you want to talk about Bad Bunny? All right. So Bad Bunny. What is that? 24. So 36 hours ago, 36 hours, 24 minutes. You might have seen a tweet. That said breaking news. Backlash is going to be in Puerto Rico, and Bad Bunny is going to be the host. Now, you might have seen that right at 9 o'clock from a little account known as Seahawk. So, let me tell you what happened. I'm at the regular gig, talking to the students, talking to the babies, and I get a text that says, "Hey, you want to break some news?" And I immediately say, I'm not breaking up, sure, but I'm not breaking news guy. I want you to know. So I need to know the proper way to do this. And so actually, and of course, like I was not the only person in the entire world to get this news, of course, right? But there's an embargo on it. So I get it at like 8:15. I can't say anything until 9 o'clock. And I don't have TweetDeck anymore where I can automatically send the tweet right at 9. So I'm sitting here in the crib, like I can't tell nobody. I'm looking at my phone. I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna type this out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm there. And I'm like really sitting on it. Can't say nothing. 2 scoops, of course. Can't say nothing. So I'm sitting there on the phone. What's good, Paco Belly? I'm sitting there on the phone at 8:59. I got the tweet set up. 9 o'clock, boom. Like a damn sneaker drop. Boom. Drop it. And yeah, I think I was the first person. I wish I would have, of course, put his @ I wish I would have put, I wish I would have been more efficient with it. Right. But, it was fine. And I did stress to people, please do not expect this from me going forward. Do not expect me to do these kind of things. Right. It was, I think, get the word out from a few accounts. Yeah, I'm serious. Yeah, right. I'm sitting there, I would literally had a call and I was like, yo, I hope this student gets done. I hope that we finish because I need to put a hold on so that I can put this out in the world. But no, I think my man Justin Barrasso over at Sports Illustrated, he tweeted at the same time, I think. So, he had the info, a couple other people. And I'm sure Sean had it. I'm sure Sean had it. But Justin is funny, man. Me and Justin, if you see me write about somebody who's in the main event of a show, typically Justin is going to write about them too. Justin Barrasso, Sports Illustrated. And I'm a little bit jealous of Justin because, one, I think he's a good writer, but I'm also jealous because I wish I could tell my family and friends that I was writing for Sports Illustrated for the name alone. You know what I mean? Where's my NGL link? Absolutely not. We are done. No more tonight. You can check the timeline for it, but now we are inundated with NGL right now. Justin Barrasso, Josh. But I think, and I told him, I was like, yo, I think that age-wise, content-wise, style-wise, I think you are my closest contemporary. And so I like Justin. I told him if I see you in LA, we really need to link. If not, and he was like, look, if I don't go, we'll do coffee on Zoom, man. Let's just talk. So you're right, yeah, right. It's not 100. I don't want 100. For the future, I got you. I will drop it on the timeline. But yeah, Justin Barrasso, super cool dude. Can't wait to link up with him. So yeah. The Bad Bunny thing was cool. I don't think I'm going to Puerto Rico. We got Mania coming up end of the month. My old lady's birthday is in the middle of April. So the money gonna be tight. I ain't trying to write every week for the next 8 weeks to make that trip. So, we'll see. Okay, let's do 10 more. All right. What alcohol do you keep at the crib? Wine, beer, liquor? What do you like to drink? Typically wine. I'll keep at the house. Like I used to keep vodka at the house, but it would disappear so fast. I'm definitely going to Wale Mania. Absolutely. I'll talk about schedule here in a second. So yeah, typically I'll keep wine at the crib. Wine goes good with dinner. That's really about it. I don't keep a whole lot, because if I do, I'm gonna just be at the bottom of that damn bottle. My top 3 versus battles. What? Don't fucking ask me to fucking list questions. I hate list questions. I tell you all the time. I fucking hate lists. Ball could be gone, Jack. Like when we were locked down, not great. Austin, thank you so much, my man. I really like the Earth, Wind, and Fire, Isley Brothers one, Jeezy, Gucci. I'm sure there were more. Oh, I loved the Locks and Dipset only because Jadakiss owned that shit. That was great. Any piece of advice for anyone starting out in wrestling media? Be good. I don't know. Have your own channel to start, whether you're doing videos or if you're doing a blog. I would have that up to have a place where people can already see your content. Okay. Yeah, it wasn't no lockdown. Where people can already see your content. You want that. I always tell people like reach out to Fanside at DDT. They're really the first place that like had a pay system set up for what you write. They have a really good Slack to where you can bounce ideas. Really liked working over there at Fansided. They were great. There's a bunch of bigger sites that you can write for free if they like your stuff. And listen, I absolutely subscribe to the idea that if you're doing it and you're good at it, you shouldn't do it for free. I do not know how feasible that is. With writing specifically, I do not know if you can just automatically get paid. You're talking to somebody who, did most of their content for free for 10 years, Yeah. So we live in a different world with monetization where I don't know if there's as much money, but there's more ways to get money. So again, if you have a blog, freak that blog. And yeah, look for these sites you can write for, man. Like, I tell my story all the time. I had to be really good at the thing and be in the right rooms and be selfless in a way that got noticed and be good on Twitter. Like I really did have to. So that's another thing that probably is difficult. I had to really put my personality and my ideas out in a very public space to get noticed on top of the work that I did. And so, not everybody's comfortable with that. Some of the very best writers don't talk to people, so that is something to consider. I'm a very public person with my ideas and thoughts and other things that, sometimes you keep to yourself. But yeah, that is something that you would have to come to terms with. I think it helps. I think that it's absolutely hurts some people, but it typically hurts you if you're an asshole. You know what I mean? Like it typically hurts you if you're a jerk. So that should be okay. What else we got? That was like 6. Let's see. Do you think fantasy bookers actually play out their storylines in the video games or nah? That's too much work. It's easier to just say that bullshit than to actually set it up. MJF or Jake Roberts? At what? Like Jake Roberts is an all-time mic talent. I think Max is very good. I think that Max being 26 it's too early to compare him to somebody like that. In just conversations we've had, like of course Max, because I've talked to Max more. I have a better understanding of what he thinks wrestling should be, and how he goes about his business. And yeah, so I would know more about Max, but they're both really, really interesting guys. That I tell you what, Jake Roberts taught me a lot though, man. Like that conversation really did teach me a lot. There's a very selfless thing about realizing your faults and owning them and being able to say them aloud. Like he's saying he's just now learning to become a man. Like at like 70, I think that's super impressive. He is a person with flaws, but he's a very impressive person to me. Favorite video game of all time? X-Men Legends 2, for sure. What was the culture shock? Culture shock growing up from up north in Maryland to Texas. I heard that Baltimore is mad country. I'm from Southern Maryland. It wasn't super different for me because I was really young when I left. Like I was 8 when I left Maryland. I was 11 when I moved to Texas. And so Texas was like what I knew, you know. It's a culture shock going back with everything kind of being, you know, Maryland. The state of Maryland is basically the city of Houston, you know, so everything's kind of there. You know, you see different people, way larger Hispanic population and white population down here from where I lived. You know, stores are different, food's different. There's some differences. Strawberries are the only fruit with the seed on the outside. What's up with that? I can't call it. Not a question. Really enjoyed the articles you dropped recently. I'm a very big fan. Stay blessed. Thank you so much. Good segue. So, I have an interview tomorrow with someone who will be in a championship match WrestleMania weekend. I'm not going to tell you anything more. It should be really, really fun though. My whole thing, I like to go into an interview with the idea of what I'm writing already there, with the questions kind of framed around that. One thing about WWE, and it can vary between companies, but with WWE, it's like, okay, we're going to schedule a Zoom. You have 20 minutes. And it's like, yo, 20 minutes. So you got to really go into a WWE interview knowing exactly what you want to say and to space that time out. And if there are things that you want to write about, you have to check to see if that answer already exists out in the world. And that's something you can send to your editor. So like, yeah, it is, it's a task, but luckily for me, this is somebody who I've had conversations with before. And so, it should really work itself out. I think this is going to be really fun. So there's that. I've talked about it. The next thing you'll see from me on the Ringer, the Monster Factory, headed by my man Danny Cage, has signed a deal with Apple Plus. So they have like a reality show for the Monster Factory. And we did an interview almost like a month ago when we knew this was on the horizon, and we were waiting until the premiere date, and the premiere date's going to be on the 17th. So you can expect that from me next week. I really like Danny. Like he's a really solid guy. You know, I'm selective with the white man I call solid, but he's one of them, man. He really is. Old soul, can talk to you all day, every day about the right way to do things and the wrong way to do things. Really, really cool guy. So that's going to be fun. Right in blood. So yeah, that should be really cool. Okay, so there's those two. I also am working. I want to do 2 articles for WrestleMania weekend before. So I want one to come out the week after next and the other to come out Mania week. Okay, so that's the goal right now. Baseball is best, my brother. Always good to see you. Yeah, Josh, you're solid, but you know, we had to vet you. So during Mania week, Okay. How are the NGL questions? They are hell, my brother. They are hell. During Mania Week, I actually do have one assignment with WWE. I can't say anything about it. I really can't. It's an idea that was brought to me yesterday, and it's weird when like WWE calls you because you get nervous, right? So it was like the Bad Bunny thing was that morning, and then I get a text from somebody in corporate that night, and they were like, "Hey, got a second?" And I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "All right, I'll call you in 10 minutes." I was like, "Fuck, what did I do? Like, did I ruin like the Bad Bunny thing?" And no, they presented a really cool idea. It requires me to be on site probably at least a whole day. Probably this WrestleMania day one. And so Josh, kind of, yeah, right. You got to clean the house, like go do something. But I was working, so it was fine. But yeah, it's going to require me to be on site at probably the whole first day. Like we're talking stand and deliver through that night. So yeah, that's hey man, we work for the money, we work hard. Okay. And speaking of working hard, let's take another break for NGO questions, and then I'll lay out the itinerary so far. Are we doing the Hobby Lobby tour with Bianca? That would be amazing. That would be so cool. Chris Jericho has become Randy the Ram, the wrestler. No, I mean Jericho is like not on his last legs. He's not surviving. He's thriving. He's fine. Are we going to hit on the cement threes this Saturday? Hopefully. Also, I'm in the raffle for Dick's Sporting Goods too. So hopefully that comes up and we know. But let me see. Scorecard. I ain't got no rewards. Shop. Cart. I ain't got shit. I hope we hit on them damn threes. If not, I got to bite the bullet, baby. I need those for LA. You see WWE or AEW bringing in a Jacob Fatu or Alex Hammerstone. I would love for Jacob Fatu to go to WWE. Like apparently past legal issues have stunted that. I hope they get over it. Hammerstone too. Hammerstone like has me blocked on Twitter. I don't know why, but you know, do your thing, brother. Michael Myers versus Jason Voorhees, Hell in a Cell, who wins? Jason got real moves. You know what I'm saying? Jason got real moves. Jason taking that man out. What do you think of the RDC World guys? Have you seen any of their videos? Guys, it's a small world. Like we live in the same city. I've like seen them at the gym and kicked it. They're actually having a party tonight to kick off South by Southwest. But you know, I'm old Cam. Like I got to work in the morning, so I didn't go. But nah, I love those guys. Like they're sweet. Regular dudes when they get out in public. Very happy for their success. How do I feel about the Chad Gable singles push? I can't fucking wait. Are they wrestling fans? I don't know. Can't fucking wait. I love Chad Gable. You know, if he was 6 inches taller, he'd be an 8-time world champ. He's great. Love what he can do in the ring. Remember talking to Dax, and Dax can't stop raving about him. He's fantastic. Can you rank these 90 wrestlers as in-ring workers? Fuck you. No. Okay. I'm not ranking the guy who killed his family. I don't care. Bret Hart, Owen Hart, Malenko, Jericho. Probably that order. Malenko's severely underrated. Like, it was great hearing Bryan Danielson just rave about Dean Malenko being his childhood hero. Because I love Dean Malenko in WCW. He was that man. But probably that order. Bret, Owen, Malenko, Jericho. Probably. But they're all great. Did you know that Tom Cruise banged Cher? I mean, I can see it. Yeah, you know, it's cool. Top 3 fast food places. I don't know. Jack in the Box and Chick-fil-A and I don't know, Burger King, something. I don't know. Past couple of years, looks like Brock is having more fun. Yeah, it looks like he's having a fucking ball. I know he's getting paid a whole bunch of money and he's getting to show some personality. And he's not worried about like them testing him or making sure he wants to be there. Like, I think once that's gone, like he's like, I fucking love this shit. Where do you rank myself in the all-time beige rankings? Like above the third DeBarge brother, but below
Rodney Mack. That's where I rank myself. And Whataburger. Yeah, Whataburger's great. Whose talent would you rather have for yourself, Michael Jackson or Michael Jordan? Probably Michael Jackson. Like, would it be great to be the greatest basketball player in the world? Sure, but you know, I didn't really like basketball in that way. Like, I like watching it. I don't want to play. When do you think Seth can make his way into the main event picture? Anytime they want. Like, he's a great hand in the best way. Like, I think he's better than Jericho was while he was there. I think he's better than Christian was while he was there. And I'm talking about guys who like flirted with the main event. You know what I mean? I mean, Chris Jericho, first undisputed champ, world champ multiple times, but you know, guys who could move up and down like that. I think, I think Seth is above that being the total package. Whenever they want him to. What constitutes as a stupid question? I mean, things that get too personal, you know, things that are clearly an attempt to be funny but aren't, you know, whatever. We're only down to 9, so I'll save the rest of that for the end. All right. WrestleMania weekend plans. What is StreamYard? StreamYard is this technology that allows me to be on YouTube and Twitter and Twitch all at the same time, put up comments, do all that kind of stuff. Really fun. Bring on a guest if need be. That's what StreamYard is. And we got a player price because we left and they were like, yo, you left. Can we do anything? We're like, yo, you can break that price in half. And they did. So shout out to StreamYard. So right now, here's the itinerary. I'm going to get to LA on Wednesday morning. I don't have plans Wednesday. So I was going to have like a little mixer on Wednesday. I priced it out, you know, it was doable, have some people around. Then I talked to the bosses and they were like, hey, we're doing a Ringer meet and greet on Thursday before Wale Mania. So I said, great. I'm not going to spend my money. I'm not going to pay for a whole event if we can do the same thing and I can tell people to like come through and just kick it. So it's at LA Live. One of the restaurants at LA Live. Let me see if I have it. It's either going to be like 4 or 5 p.m. Let's see. One of the bosses. Oh shit. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Well, I'll see if anybody wants that. And shout out to my man Kev at PWI. He's been begging me to fill out the form so he can pay me. I don't want him to pay me. Like I like the idea of doing PWI for free because it was always a dream of mine. So I'll fill that out soon. I promise, Kev. Okay. Tom's at LA Live. We are doing a meet and greet. Yeah, I already told Sean and Tej, as a matter of fact. So I'm dragging them around. So meet and greet at LA Live that afternoon. Wale Mania that night. I never know. I say I never know, like I've done it more than once. I do not know how accessible I'll be to just kick it. You know, Wale Mania is the Kaz and Shoemaker and Sparks show. It is not the Seahawks show. It is, guys, what do you need? How can I help? My man Vice, my man Q, what's going on? It is, how can I help? What can I do? Who do you need me to bring in the room? Who do I need to grab from the back? Who do I need to walk upstairs? Who needs a drink? Like, that's my job, you know? So I don't know how accessible I'll be. But, you know, I get to kick it eventually. So I'm sure we'll do that. So after Wale Mania, there's a little show called For the Culture. As of right now, I can't be definitive, but I am pretty sure I will be working at For the Culture in some capacity. That's all I got. So Friday, far as I know, my Friday's open. I got surprised with some stuff to do Royal Rumble Friday, last minute. So I don't know how that's going to work out, but I'd love to just kick it in LA, man. I still want to rent out a podcast studio. Yo, the Impact New Japan show is Osprey Speedball. Sounds great. If Garcia's there, I'm going. Garcia dragged me into an event. Actually, I literally went to we went to the Impact show last WrestleMania, and I just had a badge on from the Ric Flair show that Conrad put on, and the guy was saying, "Oh, you're press," and I was like, "Yes, I'm press." So we got into that. Yeah, I'm excited for the culture. It should be fun. So hopefully, hey, if Garcia brings me as a +1, I'll go to the Impact show. That sounds great. So Friday, I don't know. Again, Saturday and Sunday. So I'll be at WrestleMania. I got credentials for those shows. I'll probably be busy all day Saturday. I don't think I'm leaving till Tuesday. So I'm going to do the Raw after Mania as well. Yeah. And then, like I said, I have one assignment while I'm there. Hopefully that turns into more. I'd love to sit down, talk to a couple of people for 20, 30 minutes, and just chop it up and turn that into some work. You know what I mean? Hi, Legion, my guy. So yeah, that is the itinerary right now. If y'all are out there and you want to kick it, holler at me. I love to do fun things with the homies, so just let me know. All right. Let's run through these last 10 questions. You okay, man? I'm all right. Thank you. I'm all right. Staying busy. But I'm all right. Yeah. Live streaming during Willow versus Athena. Dog, I thought this shit came on at 6 o'clock. What do you mean? Let's see. Not wrestling related, but a company reached out to me today to play something on stream. It was the boost of confidence that I needed as far as streaming. My question is, do you have any tips that I could build on, perhaps gain the attention of other smaller studios or other companies to collab? DM me. I don't know everybody, but I know a few people. Just holler at me. A lot of times it's that, man. It's do I know somebody that knows somebody? So I won't tell that story. Let me just say, there are some streamers who I've been big fans of, who I've been able to recommend to some places, and they've gotten good looks off that. So, hopefully I can help out. Oh yeah, you gonna be in the crib playing Red Dead. You're not gonna finish it in that week. What famous person has left you completely starstruck? Of all the current celebrities out there, who would you like to meet the most? That's not my bag. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's somebody I'd see where I'd be like, whoa, you're you. I don't think I've ever really cracked, man. Yeah. Yeah. No, it's just gonna be at a restaurant. We're kicking it. It's not gonna be no money. We just hanging out. Absolutely. Starstruck. I don't know, man. I really don't. And that's not to be cool. That's not really how I get down. You know what I mean? I don't know. So Killer Kelly, she's dope. Yeah, I don't even know. I'm sure meeting Jay-Z would freak me the fuck out. I'm sure it would. When you lived in Wyoming, who did you have to check in with? Eric Bischoff. What are your body goals? What physique do you want to get? Or do you just want to be in your best shape? In 2018, I looked as good as I looked my whole life. And that's including playing sports. I was a solid 185. I was running 3 miles a day, drinking a lot of water. Probably back to that. I thought I looked great then. Probably then. And last one, any good whey protein isolate suggestions? I've been taking your advice. You've been a lot of help. No, not really. I know a guy, so I can always ask that guy and you can get back to me. I don't know. Oh, shit. Yes, Jade had me starstruck. Don't let me lie. Jade Cargill at Wale Mania last year had me starstruck. I was with Wale, Smoke DZA, and Westside Gunn, and I calmly moved past them to introduce myself to Jade. So Jade Cargill is the answer. Absolutely. Like, I think Naomi's going to be, she's the guest of honor at Wale Mania. I'm sure I'm going to be like, oh God, you're Naomi. Good. Just, these beautiful, muscular, dark skinned, great smile women. Just, they do it to all of us. But yeah, I'm sure I'll be, yeah. And then I'm gonna see Jimmy. Jimmy will be like, "Hey, chill out. I'm sorry, Jimmy. I didn't mean to shake her hand so long, Jimmy. I apologize." Yeah. So, yeah. That's what I got going. That's what I'm working on. Shout out to women. Shout out to women, man. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. I expect to have a really good time. I'm still shopping. I've been pricing like $100 Supreme fanny pack. I just need to go ahead and cop. I'm probably gonna do it tomorrow to make sure it's here on time. Yo, I got that fucking what is it? Brian Keith has a hoodie. Damn, not Solo pulling up on me. Brian Keith has a hoodie. I copped that shit immediately. It's amazing. Hope it's gonna be here before Mania because I had to, I had to. I am not a person who walks into a room and announces their credentials in the hopes that they'll get something. I'm not him. However, if I need a package to be delivered on time, I had to be like, yo, what's good? This person, I'm gonna be working media at Mania. Love to wear the hoodie, and then they shouted to me. So yeah, man, yeah. Oh, you got your Red Supreme. I don't know if I want a red one. Like, I have the Red Supreme backpack already. I feel like I should get a black one just to do it. But you're right, that red might match. We just gotta, just if you gonna be there, if we can't go to the wrong hood. We got to stay within the city limits. When we start seeing palm trees, I don't want to be there no more. Wearing all that red. What else? Yeah. So again, Wednesday all day I'm free. I want to get into like a podcast studio. I hope my man Big Gold Belt Media is out there so I can drag him around, do a little bit of filming. But yeah, man, I expect to do a lot of picture taking and a lot of videos and a lot of daps and handshakes and hugs and we'll find the whiskey and whatever else we got to find. And yeah, it'll be a great time for sure. We talked about what's coming up. Your whole closet red. Hey man, we just have to stay close together. And around big buildings. That'll be the case. But yeah, I got an interview tomorrow, guys. I got to work early. So thanks for kicking it with me. Little short stream. Again, check out the where's the Patreon? Patreon South AONGRESS. Yeah. That ain't the one I want. I want this. Bingo. Yeah, man. Check out the Patreon for a week or two. Check out that Danielson podcast interview. And I don't call it podcast because it's loose. Like, it's not, hi, I'm here with Brian Danielson. Blah, blah, blah. We are chopping it up. We are really kicking it. I want you to really hear the detail in me asking him about Kofi Mania. That was a great portion of the conversation. So, TCAP watch-alongs, man, that was typically like Friday and Saturday. Hey, man, that woman dominates my Friday and Saturday nights now, man. It's difficult to make that happen. And then Sundays I be asleep. So, but we'll get back to doing some of those. That'll be fun. But yeah, man. Cam Tackles Twitch 3923. We'll try to get in one or two more of these before I leave for LA. And hey, don't you worry. The computers are coming to LA, baby. And so you might get a fun hotel watch along of content in the hotel. Let me be clear. Not no funny business. No funny business. But yeah, man. Cam Tackles Twitch 3923. God bless. Good night.